Reviewing high-level gameplay is one of the best ways that you can get better at the game. Today we're going to take a look at the Randolorians versus Remnant and what made the difference in the second game.
Boom, boom.
Hey, this is Time Bomb. If it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Hey, thanks a lot for joining me here today in this video. Like I said off the top, we're going to take a look at a game from the SCL playoffs, Randolorians versus Remnant. Randolorians, one of the best teams in the game. You know, one of those teams that's just in that upper echelon, that top tier of teams that are just a step above everyone else. And Remnant right there on the cusp, always, you know, they're just poised to take that next step to be in that group. They just haven't quite been able to do it yet. Lots of opportunities, and another opportunity right here against Randolorian. They're getting another rep against them. Remnant, you know, you got to give them a shout out. Doing the B-Wing strat, 2 supports, 2 B-Wings, getting it done at the Calrissian Cup, doing what, you know, so many have dreamed of. So you really got to appreciate what they're doing. So here in this game, though, when I'm really looking at this Randolorian attack, now we're going to start it off right here. They're still working on the light cruisers as it's coming up right here. Soon as they get the flip, you know, he finds his position to try to move in. You see he's working up on his boost tank. He's getting it as full as he can as he approaches. Now, first note that we got to make here is we see him approaching towards the power. He sends his ion. He's going to help work down the shield. So the shields are down. The ship is beaconed. He's immediately going towards the shield generation. We see right here as he destroys that one, and he hits it though, and he takes a huge health hit. Now, this is the big thing. He's down to 6 health here. He does have his shields, but 6 health. I mean, almost any lower level player is going to be getting out of there in a situation like this, or they're probably going to be dying fast. But look at how masterfully he's going to boost around here, boost gasp, and keep his systems going. You see here he's moving weapons up as he's drifting around, as he's shooting. He's putting it back into engines, and he's working his shields at the opportune times here. The balance between weapons now again, and then back to engines, and then as he turns around, he's working the weapons a little bit, and then if he gets hit, he starts to break down the shields. It's just a masterful switch between them. We see they take down, they're working the targeting system, they're working the shield gens, they're making sure that if it does flip, then they're going to have a really hard time because they're taking out the targeting, they're not going to get the same passive damage. And this is the other thing, the whole time here with 6 health, he's able to continually drift around the ISD here. He's doing damage, extending this life. Look, he's beaconed again at this point, so he's marked. He has no countermeasures, and he's still able to use the ISD to protect him. He's able to fly away so that the ISD isn't hitting him, which again, taking down the targeting is helping him do this even more. And he's continually not taking damage from any players either. They're not able to target him enough. Look at this master, he's charging up the shields, he's balancing them, and they're able to pull that in one push there at the end from the cruisers in taking out the ISD. And we see that they, you know, only 2 X-Wings, 2 A-Wings, and a support ship. So it's not like they were doing, you know, a crazy, like they were all X-Wings and flying in on torpedo runs or something, you know, old school wise. No, this was just prolonged X-Wing drifting and attacking. And this is really, I think, what you see the best teams, those teams that are on that next tier. I'm talking about, you know, Galactic Agriculture, Splinter, of course, Cheese, and Randolorians, I think, are really these 4 teams in this level who can really dominate with New Republic against teams in the lower. Like, I think for, you know, a lot of fair matchups, you're going to see splits on Empire where they're going to win, but these better teams will win with New Republic. We saw that in the Cal Cup, that almost all of the first round victories were 2-0. With the exception of with I think Remnant and Spicy, to the Spicy's credit, you know, giving Remnant a run for their money until they were moving on. But it really shows, you know, that I think Remnant is poised there to take that next step. They're very close, and they're doing some interesting things. So I'd like to see what they are going to do in the future. But Randos, you know, yeah, what can you say about Alex and you can't say enough positive things about his shield management there. The way that as he continually drifted around, and he perfectly managed when he was facing away from the ship, charging his lasers and his shields, so that when he did face the ship and was using his lasers, he was charging up his engines again, so he had his boost continually. He was never out of boost. That's the thing. The best players in the game know how to boost cast with such efficiency that they aren't going to run out of boost. They can balance their shields as perfectly as we see there at, with 6 health left, they're still able to survive in a 1 push through the ISD. So that's the high level of play that you see at Squadrons there. If you are striving to be better at the game, that's what you really have to look to improve to just really watch the way he's drifting and managing those power systems, and you can't say enough about it. I feel like I learned more just from making this video, and I hope you guys did from watching it. So that's everything that I wanted to say today in this video. Hit that subscribe button, give it a like if you hadn't. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 boomers. Where are you guys at? Give this one a like, hit the sub. I will catch you guys later.